Salutations, my dear friends. Welcome to you. Again, thanks to you all for giving this opportunity to talk on Bhagavad Gita, giving us tips and guidances to stabilize our inner and outer, all abilities, personalities, so that we successfully pursue our aims and visions. Like every day, today also, the initial shloka, one shloka will be taught, followed by a common sense thought for a few minutes, then today's Bhagavad Gita thought. Today's Bhagavad Gita, 70th shloka of chapter 2. So almost 4 days, 45, today's 47th day. So 3 days, it will be 50. So today's topic is very beautiful, very sublime, Gambhir hai, but you are regular, so you are so matured and wonderful. There's no doubt that you will not understand it or anything. The topic is like this: be like an ocean. Bhagavan Krishna gives the example of an ocean into which millions of gallons of waters come from all the rivers, but never ever the ocean gets overwhelmed or overflowing. In the same way, let everything, anything come from outside or inside. Let it not overwhelm our ocean of peace or our prajna. Let us be sthita in our prajna, not allowing anything to distract us, to overwhelm us, or to overflow us. That is the one great achievement. If we can achieve, then we can say we can really be successful in our efforts. Clear? So now let us start first with our chantings. Krishna mantra mukam karoti. Rama mantra abdam vartaram. Shiva mantra trambakam yajamahe. Uh, Navagraha mantra adityaya cha somaya. Today we learn one mantra for health throughout life. It is a Dhanvantari mantra. Tomorrow onwards for 10 days, every day, one Gayatri mantra I will teach you. Gayatri means it's a chandas. In the chandas, there are Veda mantras for all the devatas, for Surya, for Agni, you understand, for Vishnu, for Shiva, for Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Ganapati. So these things for Nrsimha Bhagavan, daily one. It's so important, so simple it is, but very powerful and effective. So let us chant first the four mantras. The next mantras meaning I tell you and we teach. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai. तेजस्विनावधेतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 कृष्णमन्त्रम् ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् ॐ श्रीकृष्णाय नमः राममन्त्र ॐ आपदाम् अपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः शिवमन्त्र ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ शिवाय नमः. Yesterday we learned Navagraha mantra. ॐ आदित्याय च सोमाय मङ्गलाय बुधाय च गुरु शुक्र शनिभ्यश्च राहवे केतवे नमः. ॐ आदित्यादिनवग्रह देवताभ्यो नमः. Today's Dhanvantari mantra. Simple words. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amruta Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokya Nathaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. When the Devatas, Rakshasas did that churning of Milky Ocean, so many things came. Toward the end, Bhagavan Narayana comes in the form of Dhanvantari. One hand he has got the Amrita Kalasham, another hand he brought the Ayurveda. Yeah, and we explained to you this 2 days before Deepavali, which was the Dhanvantari Trayodashi. Generally, people spend it as Teras, but it's Dhanvantari Trayodashi. And very powerful. Daily 11 times you do throughout life. From many, many ailments, Bhagavan protects. 11 times hardly it takes 1 minute only. Or, like every day I'm telling you, keep a target of 11,000, achieve it in 6 months. That will be registered by Bhagavan Dhanvantari. He will see to it that the diseases, weaknesses, loss of immunity, etc. don't come to us. We energetically live our whole life, long life with all the health also. ठीक है ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय दिस इज फेमस टू एवरीवन ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरये Om means Lord's name. Namo salutation. Bhagavate to the Lord. Vasudevaya, the one who is the Lord who permeates everywhere. So to the son of Vasudeva. Dhanvantaraye, who is come as a Dhanvantari avatar. Amrita Kalasha Hastaya, the one who brought Amrita Kalasha in his hands. Sarva Amaya Vinashanaya. Sarva is all, Amaya is disease, Vinashanaya, eliminator. Then Trailokya Nathaya, the one who is the Lord of all the three words. Sri Mahavishnave Namaha, who is there, the Mahavishnu, the wielder of the entire Maya Shakti for doing Srushti Sthiti Laya. So that's a powerful mantra of Dhanvantari. So we'll chant it 11 times. I'll chant it, you listen. After 3 times, you can also join. First 3 times, observe and catch the words. समस्त रोग निवारणार्थम शक्तीनां प्राप्त्यर्थम आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य प्राप्त्यर्थम धन्वंतरि महामंत्रस्य पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम 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 नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्रीमहाविष्णवे नमः ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्रीमहाविष्णवे नमः ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्रीमहाविष्णवे नमः ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्रीमहाविष्णवे नमः ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्रीमहाविष्णवे नमः ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्रीमहाविष्णवे नमः ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्रीमहाविष्णवे नमः ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्रीमहाविष्णवे नमः ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्रीमहाविष्णवे नमः ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्रीमहाविष्णवे नमः ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्रीमहाविष्णवे नमः With this mantra chanting, may Lord Dhanvantari be pleased and blesses us with a long life, wonderful health, and lot of energy and immunity. So that we achieve all our great goals for ourselves, the world, the tradition, the culture, the Bharata Mata. Thank you. Today's common sense thought is so simple. So first day we saw the parents, then we grandparents, then the siblings, then we talked about our relatives, we talked about our friends, etc. yesterday. Today our topic is common sense thought is about our colleagues. Very important. Friends are different from colleagues. Colleagues can be the friends also, should be the friends. Even if not the friends, where they are colleagues. When you are in the office, everybody is not wise, everybody is working according to their own ignorance, according to their own limitations. And when you are in an office with your colleagues around, you have to spend sometime years together also. And all put together is the office, the beauty of the office. Wherever we go, that ego, that selfishness, which unnecessarily creates the disturbances in you as well as among the colleagues, with the colleagues, with relation to the colleagues, you have to be very careful about it. They are also part of the same office. They are also talented, able. They are doing their bit. Why should have that ego or selfishness or even jealousy? Be friendly even with them. Be loving even with them. Of course, with the limitations maintained depending on the position. Here, the colleagues, I talk all the three. The equivalents also, those are subordinates to also, the boss also. So, milkar काम होता है. So, to the boss, there are only two rules. Rule number one, he is right always. Second rule is what? Refer to the rule number one. In case of conflict, rule number one को refer करो. हो गया? Colleagues, boss, equivalents, coordinate karo. Be the person to take initiative and do the work. Any mistake, anything happens, again take initiative to sort it out and move ahead with close friendship to keep on doing the work together. Many places, because of jealousy between the colleagues, some quarrel or misunderstanding between them, together they don't work and the office also suffers because of that. How long we go on doing all this nonsense in our life everywhere? छोटे छोटे घटनाओं को बड़ा बड़ा इश्यू बनाना is the highest ego and stupidity only. Even if the mistake is done by other person, it's all temporary. Just forgive, forget, and keep on moving in the work. With the equivalents, we have to be like that. And when it comes to subordinates, they are just joined people, and they may be for 1 year, 2 years. Everybody is learning and growing. Have so much patience and forgiveness. Give them also the chance to learn. Like when you were subordinate, how your boss gave in that way with the colleagues, whether they are lower ones, the equal ones, or the bosses. Live such an intelligent, mingled way. Be honest in your work, be honest, loyal in your work. Learn whenever you are given in your projects and express all your knowledge, talent in accomplishing the things. Else, kya hoga? Boss will look at and yaar, he knows everything but not doing the work. Therefore, the CR will not be written in our favor, the promotions, etc., will not come. So too with the colleagues, if you go on quarreling, cooperation will not come. Subordinates, dabate jao, they will only look for a mauka. Either they will topple you down or they will leave the company and go. So everywhere maintain that point that all together is a unit. Everybody has their own role to play. Somebody knows, somebody doesn't know, somebody able, somebody is not able. Let us live wherever we go as one family only. The office is a family, your company is a family, your whatever department is a family. Maintain that attitude. The elders are there, youngsters are there, very youngsters are there. Put together is the beauty of life. So the common sense point today is how to live with our colleagues, not to create problems to them and to you. So too, don't get so much chipko fight with anyone because your job is to do the job in the office and they are giving you salary. There are people who misguide you also in so many ways for their own selfishness and all. Never ever doubt anyone at the same time. Never anyone trust too much that you get cheated. Use your discretion, use your discrimination. Be alert in this regard. So that is the common sense thought today. Okay? Now come to Bhagavad Gita. See, from last 45 or 6 days, first chapter we have done, and second chapter also we have come up to the 70th shloka. Sattar. Only two more are there. Today we will do one, tomorrow the remaining two, it is over. So yesterday we saw that beautiful shloka 69. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagarti samyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. Be a samyami, be a person of full discipline and regulation of faculties so that you are awakened to the great talents, great wisdoms and knowledges to which the other people, even we were also earlier, when we were attached to the objects and senses, we were not awakened. And in this way of developing our own inner abilities, talents, and good qualities and applying them in the goal chosen, let us sleep to those qualities to which the others are awakened, which are of detrimental type, which are destructive type. So, sarvabhutanam yanisha samyami tasyam jagarti. Yasyam bhutani jagranti sa nisha pashyato munehe. This is how awaken to the greater potentialities by self-control and all, and sleep to all the nonsenses which destroy us. That was yesterday's thought. Today's thought is what is a summary of what was said in all Sthita Prajna Lakshana so far from the verse number 55, where we started Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmanyevatmana tushtaha Sthita Prajnastadochyate. वहां से लेकर दुःखेश्वर विघ्नमनाः सुखेषु विगतस्पृहः वीतरागवै क्रोधः स्थितिर्मुनिरुच्यते यः सर्वत्र विस्नेहः तत्तत्प्राप्य शुभाशुभं नाविनन्दति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता यदा संवरते सायं पूर्वभोगानिव सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनः रसवर्जं रसोऽप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते यतोऽपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चितः इन्द्रियाणि प्रमातीनि हरन्ति प्रसवमनः तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्तासितमत्परः वशे यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः सङ्गस्तेषु विजायते सङ्गात् सञ्जायते कामः कामात् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशः बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति रागद्वेषयुक्तैस्तु विषयान् इन्द्रियैश्चरन् आत्मवश्यैर्विधेयात्मा प्रसादमधिगच्छति प्रसादे सर्वदुःखानां हानिरस्योपजायते प्रसन्नचेतसो ह्याशु बुद्धिः पर्यतिष्ठते नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयत शान्तिरशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम् इन्द्रियाणां विचरतां यन्मनो न विधीयते तदस्यर्थ प्रज्ञां वायुर्नावम्बाम्बसे तस्माद्यस्य महाबाहो निगृहीतानि सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता यतो ह्यपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चिता इन्द्रियाणि प्रमादीनि हरन्ति प्रसवमनः तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीतमत्परः वशे यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. Yesterday, up to these shlokas, we have seen all of them. Okay. Then we say, या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति समयं यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः. 69 shlokas are over. Now the 71, I told you the example of ocean. Like the ocean, millions of gallons of water come and fall in from the rivers, even the rains, etc. But never ever ocean overflows. In the same way, let sense organs bring any number of perceptions. Let the mind also, because of its tendencies, project any number of sankalpas in the mind. The thing is, we should not get carried away by them, overflown by them to such an extent that our goal is forgotten, our prajna is forgotten, our purpose of life is forgotten. Be careful to this aspect too. What a beautiful example, see? Ocean like wisdom we have. Let any number of emotions come, temptations come, disturbances come, agitations come, failures come, depreciations, appreciations. The world when you are alive till we die, every source, any of the other experiences, comments, humiliations, sarcasms, failures, ये लगते ही रहते हैं. Nobody can escape it. A great Mahatma, a Bhagavan Avatara, when they are also not spared. Let all of them come, especially let the infinite number of objects be there around us, glittering, fascinating, inspiring us, tempting us. Let all of them come, but let us have such a great guts in us to say no to them. Because if you allow them, one after the other, again they enter and make you forget the goal and get lost in the worldliness. You and I, as the students of Bhagavad Gita, must know that our life is meant for achieving something greater, higher goals and our own ambitions and aims. They can be professional goals, they can be monetary goals, they can be educational goals, they can be service oriented goals, they can be national goals, they can be cultural goals, traditional goals, global universal goals, ultimately they can be spiritual. कोई भी हो, हम लक्ष्य से चूक नहीं जाना चाहिए. Okay, so the shloka goes like this. I'll chant the shloka word by word meaning as every day we see the meaning. Simple it is. So the shloka is apuryamanam achala pratishtam samudram apaha pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamaha yam pravishanti sarve सह शांतिम आपनोति न कामकामी. He alone can maintain his inner peace and tranquility, who is not overflown by any number of temptations from outside. And what is your and our position? Even if there are no temptations from outside, from inside only, thoughtfully we create temptations or desires and run towards them, forgetting our own aims and goals and happiness. Just imagine the Bhagat Singhs at the age of 21 only, the Sukhdevs, the Rajguru. For the sake of nation, they were ready to embrace the gallows, live their life only for the nation. See the glory of those people. Many people, in any field, who are the achievers of the great things, they could achieve because they were so firm in their commitments toward the goal. Their patience to withstand to all temptations or oppositions were as deep, as vast, as wonderful, as big as the ocean. If that is not there for us, little bit temptation comes, we run for it. Little bit difficulty comes, we give up the job. Little bit failure comes, that we get frustrated. Then कहीं हम टिक नहीं पाते हैं, कुछ कर नहीं पाते हैं. Okay, so apuryamanam means filled up to the brim. Achala, non-moving. Pratishtitam, fully established. Samudram, to that ocean. Apaha pravishanti. The rivers come and give water all over from all directions. But then, ocean is not overpowered by them, overflown by them. Tadvat. In that way, kamaha. Kamaha means you are through the eyes seeing, through the ears listening, so many things about the tempting world, objects of the world. But you know what is required for your sustenance, what is required for your profession and your goal. For that purpose, only those things you are taking up, but not getting overpowered either by sentiments or the obligations or the desires, etc. That is the meaning of this example of ocean. आपूर्यमाणम अचल प्रतिष्ठम समुद्रम. समुद्र जो आपूर्यमाण है, फुल, अचल, नॉन मोबाइल, प्रतिष्ठित, fully established in its own place. Apaha pravishanti. Rivers come and give millions of gallons of water straight. They enter, but they don't make the ocean overflow. They enter the ocean, but ocean is not made overflown by them. Okay, tadvat. In that way, like the ocean, the one whose heart is so large that kamaha pravishanti. Let the perceptions or the words spoken by the people are coming like the rivers, but they are not making this fellow get overflown out of emotions or sentiments to get carried away by the misguidance of them. And he's sticking like the ocean, pratishtita, in his own commitment for the chosen goal and to walk the path. We are fully pratishtita. This is my goal. These are my means. This is how I made the plan. I gathered all resources. Come what way I am going to work towards it. None of these temptations, etc., like the rivers, come to disturb me, the ocean. कोई भी बंदा ना मनुष्य बनता है, everybody will have either temptations or troubles or failures. But those who don't get carried away by them, they are only consistently on the path, they alone, and they reach out. This ability we have to learn for ourselves. Tadvat kamaha yam pravishanti sarve. That person into him whom every informations are entering, but not creating overpowering effect, overflowing effect of getting carried by that information to make it as a desire or the want. He has got his own goal. He is aiming at that one. Tadvat kama yam pravishanti. That person into whose heart everything enters but never creates the overpowering effect. So Shanti Mapnoti, he alone will be as peaceful as the infinite ocean and able to consistently work on his goal. Like a expert, experienced senior driver of a car. When he's driving, he will see both sides. There will be trees, there will be rivers, there may be shopping complexes, there are hotels. But he is so matured that he needs to reach the goal on time. देखो देखेगा लेकिन कहीं रुकेगा नहीं. अच्छा भूख लगती है जरूर ओनर को पूछकर सर आर यू हंग्री शुड वी टॉप फॉर 10 minutes they stop but otherwise if they stop at every tempting spot, let us say, can he reach the goal? Remember, tempting objects will come freely. People will come to distract that way. People come to humiliate or insult you or talk sarcastic to you. अरे अभी बाबा जी बन गए क्या? आ जाओ यार indulge करेंगे. So if you don't listen to them, they start hating you. And some people will be there bent upon not allowing you to be consistent on the goal. Sometimes you are insulted or some failure comes. These are the various rivers coming into us. You be an ocean. Don't get overpowered by them, overwhelmed by them, overflown because of them, to the extent that you are forgetting your goal and means. Sashantim apnoti. He is the one who gets peace. Na kamakami. Not the one who with anything looked through eyes or ears, creating the temptations and like a glutton going to eat. Like a sensuous person running behind them as if इसका कोई लक्ष्य ही नहीं है जिंदगी में. The third rate life of living only at the senses level, not aiming at higher goals, we should not make it a habit. Such people slowly getting addicted to them, start wasting all their resources, their own, also the parents. They miss all the great opportunities. They get addicted to them. Their entire life is criminal, destructive for themselves, and giving so much dukkha pain to the parents also. So feel that example. Huge ocean, hundreds of gallons, millions of gallons water coming from so many rivers. They're coming on, falling, but the ocean is not overflowing. So too, let us be with our senses, live in the world. Let the sensors bring all the inputs of the objects. But then, are they helpful to me for my goal, for my survival? Then I'll take them only to that extent. If not, I'm not overpowered by them. Maintain that peace. Maintain your goal. Like the foreigners, when lot of buffet system dishes are put, most of the foreigners, you know, how many items are there? 100 items they saw. They just go from one end to other, look at. Then depending on their age, their doctor's advice, their profession, their health, they just take 2 or 3 items in the plate, they eat it and then put their fork and spoon in such a way they are done with. They have seen so many, but only what is required they have taken. And we, the Indians, when we go to किसी की बर्बादी और शादी, sorry, आप जाते हैं शादी में खाने को, then you look at the dining place there, 25-30 items are put, the eyes and mouth, everything watering. Then like भगवान विष्णु शंकर चक्र गदा पद्म, एक प्लेट में 15 आइटम, दूसरे प्लेट में 15 आइटम और तीसरा प्लेट में लगाकर सारे दोनों हाथ में, then put your table and then like that Ghatotkacha in that Maya Bazaar movie, we eat including the plate, and the end of it, when the host asks you how was the food, after eating 29 things, we tell them रसगुल्ला भी होता तो बहुत मजा आता. इतना खाकर. And then go to another marriage, and then see such a mind of some people it is there. Learn that art. Go through all what is good for your health, whichever is a contrary, required to enjoy. Else that becomes habit. Once it becomes habit, you justify it. When you are justifying, then nobody will come to teach you or tell you. Maintain the decency and dignity. That doesn't mean that don't eat the thing and deny everything. Even I care. Being youngsters, you always want to involve. Involve, but don't indulge. Enjoy, but don't become slave. You eat the eating, but not allow the eating to eat you. You know, you watch TV, but don't allow the TV to consume you. That is what the message for the youth for all the time to come. Where it's not overpoweringly affecting you, that you are missing the goal, that much you don't allow. Many things which are detrimental, negative है, उसकी तरफ जाना भी नहीं. कुछ कुछ चीजें यू कैन एंजॉय लाइक अ मूवी यू एंजॉय लाइक सम गुड ईटिंग यू एंजॉय हेल्दी फूड वो करो बट उसको भी लिमिट रखना बट बाकी ऑल द नॉन पॉजिटिव थिंग्स दे आर नेवर अलाउड दे आर फुल्ली डिस्ट्रक्टिव so be like an ocean let anything come from around should not have its own overpowering effect to make us forget our goal and means and purpose and vision and aim आपूर्यमाणमचल प्रतिष्ठम समुद्रम आपः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामाः यं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे सः शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी. Not the fellow who looking at anything gets running. You know, कुछ भी temptation दिखा दिया जाना. You know, from childhood only you can see some children, gluttonous children, and they grab and eat everything. जिंदगी भर वैसे होता है. Even they grow to the age of 80, 90 years, they fight with their daughter-in-law because she gave chocolate to grandchildren, not to him. And 2 बजे in the रात में he goes to the refrigerator, opens and takes ice cream and eats and suffer throughout night with asthma. See, there used to be an ad used to come about Bajaj 30 साल पहले. जब मैं छोटा लड़का था बड़ी शरारत करता था मेरी चोरी पकड़ी जाती जब रोशनी होता बजाज अब मैं बिल्कुल बूढ़ा हूँ गोली खाकर पीता हूँ फिर भी मेरी चोरी पकड़ी जाती दैट टाइम दे शो द एड ही इज गोइंग टू द रेफ्रिजरेटर एंड टेकिंग एंड ईटिंग एट मिडनाइट इज द डिग्निटी ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग how dignified, how disciplined, how cultured, how controlled we have to be. You see, that refrigerator is for that ad is for the Roshni of the Bajaj. It's okay, they do it. Whichever the bulb, I don't know if I am not wrong. Whatever, मेरे को क्या? I'm not here to publicize that. The point is, at that young age, when it becomes a beginning, throughout life, it's a habit. There are other children. You know, anything you offer, say, they look at mother. Mother says, no, he will not take. Mother says, little, he takes little bit and keeps aside. He doesn't become slave to temptation. That person alone can be available to the teachers to teach any of the sciences and subjects. That person is alone for the boss to give good projects. That person is fit for the Lord also to use for the greater and higher achievements. That person alone in his own life can have greater visions conceived by the intellect and all the time and energy available to achieve them. The world remaining same, resources remaining same, faculties, abilities given same. Why some are achieving the greater things? Why others are such a failures and liability? These are the reasons. And none of us are mindful about them. We are just recklessly, carelessly training ourselves to be indulgent, and that's being justified individually as by group also. Thus, entire human resources, natural resources, and the possibility of great grand achievements, every one of them are destroyed. The whole world may not be able to change, but can we, ourselves, like an ocean remaining Gambhira, not allowing any perceptions to overpower us, and we're always sticking to our goal and means, wherever we are. Very beautiful it is. Think about that. These are little subtler things to be understood when we contemplate in the mind. They are not gross things like when you smell something, immediately you run for it. You listen to music, go for it. आंखों को अच्छा दिख रहा है जा रहे हैं और खाने को मना गया टंग पे टेस्ट के लिए जा रहे हो ऐसे बंदों को ये समझ में नहीं आता थोड़ा काम एंड क्वाइट रहो then we'll understand the beauty of the dignity. It's not that मम्मा पहले खिला दो फिर बाद में देखता हूँ मैं पढ़ूंगा. It's the other way around. You are sitting for study. Mama says, "Beta, come and have this. Mama, one more chapter I have to study. I'll finish and come." See the difference in the dignity. Mind says, "See the cricket match, but you have to study for tomorrow's exam. After exam, I'll see the highlights." This change is called person becoming oriented for success from being failure. Think about it coolly. Or left to ourselves, without such commitments, without some guidances, without some such disciplines and commit, we just become slave only everywhere, animals only everywhere, लीडिंग टू अवर ओन डिस्ट्रक्शन. अब एक बार यूथ एज में ऐसा गिरावटी जिंदगी जीकर बिना कोई अचीवमेंट का 35-40 साल गुजारे, देन लुक बैक, neither नौकरी nor good stability. Whom will you blame? Who will listen to us? Who is the cause? That is why I took these classes for the youth between 14 to 25. You are making your life now. It is a time for you to make it or break it. Follow all the breaking people, you will also break your life, failure utter. But learn from Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna, all the guidances, and manage yourself decently, beautifully. Then keep on having beautiful visions and goals, achieve for yourself and everybody around. I love this shloka. Apuryamanamachala pratishtam samudram apaha pravishanti. That infinite ocean of waters, stable in its own place. When so many gallons of water coming, it doesn't get overpowered. In the same way, the person who is contented with whatever minimum required, who is very ambitious with his own higher goals, and every goal we choose should be of service oriented. It should help the world around, not the negative ones. And the one who's sticking to those goals and feeling the contentment with the things around, he is like an ocean. He alone will have sashanti mapnoti. He can maintain the peace and stability in the mind to apply for the goal. नहीं तो हर एक बात पे अशांत होते ही रहते हैं. In the mind, ashanti is agitation, disturbances in the mind because of the inner gurgling desires or outer temptations through senses. And never ever justify as a youngster, स्वामी जी हम नहीं तो कौन इसमें इंडल्ज हो जाएंगे. अरे बेटा आप ही तो ना फिर इन सबको त्याग करके विथ योर एफर्ट एक बढ़िया थिंग अचीव करोगे. You select. We only can give suggestion and idea. You want to be in a majority of indulgent people losing all the opportunities and coming out to a failure, or you want to be the absolute minority of people, youngsters who sacrifice these things and achieve great things for themselves. ये आपका ऑप्शन है, आपका अकेले का ऑप्शन है. After suggesting this way, waiting for your decision, expressing all love, praying for the God for the you to the Lord. Other than these weak people, what can we do? When you understand these things and make your life is made by you. Congratulations to you. We just love you, tap you, and hug you. And we show you as example to others. This is the one who was regular in learning from Geeta. He just was so serious, sincere. He tried his best. He could achieve all these tips, learn and practice. Now he is standing there. We'll give you an example. Not सुना ही नहीं, सुनकर भी समझा ही नहीं, समझकर प्रैक्टिस ही नहीं किया, and allowed everything to overpower, never set a goal, never worked for it, just living lower than an ordinary life. What we can do? Sympathy. Don't expect sympathy from others for your own non-performance and failure because of all these negativities. Nor even work for anybody's appreciation. We work for the work's sake. We achieve because we can. We achieve because we feel the need of supporting, contributing to the world. Let these higher and loftier thoughts alone should be there in the intellect to guide your personality. Not any lower ones. मैं मेरा मेरे लिए दो सेल्फिशनेसेस दो इंटेलिजेंट थॉट्स बार बार ध्यायतो विषयान पुंसा संगस्तेषु जायते. Only those negative things you entertain, you get attachment towards them. On the other hand, these positive things you entertain, I am a human being, I am given all resources, I am intelligent, I have the ability strength. These are the fields in which I can work and serve the world. This way, when you ambitiously think about, you are a healthy person. देख लो क्या करना क्या पाना, क्या नहीं करना क्या खोना, अपने हाथ में, जिंदगी अपना है. सो आपूर्यमाणम अचल प्रतिष्ठम समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत्. In that way कामा यम प्रविशन्ति. All the perceptions enter into him like the rivers enter into ocean without overflowing. स शान्तिमाप्नोति. He is peaceful. न कामकामी. Not the one with every perception gets tempted and runs behind it. मेरे बच्चे हो ना, तो फिर प्यार से मैं एक उदाहरण दे सकता हूँ। बुरा नहीं मानना, गुस्सा नहीं करना, मुझे गलत नहीं सोचना, है ना? Just I love you therefore. Like there are some youngsters, how much ever the parents scold them, insult, humiliate them, still like a buffalo in the rain, doesn't move only, वो खड़ा ही रहता है. So to this buffalo like fellow, how much ever the parents tell that, वो हिलता नहीं, buffalo की तरह कुछ समझता सुनता नहीं. The same thing you apply positively. That let any number of temptations come, let any number of distractions, attacks come, still I am not going to be perturbed from my own vision and goal. Develop this quality. All good qualities we have, but we apply them in the negative thing, like the concentration. The great quality of concentration, if you don't have, how will you see one after another movie for 8 hours? How are you able to watch one after the cricket match for 10 hours? That much capacity you have, but used in the wrong place, not in the right. Like you have so much of love. For what? For undeserving, unworthy things. But if you love same to your parents, your children, brothers, sisters, and also to the nation, that is all positively used. Youth lack nothing. They have everything. What they miss is where to apply them, they don't know. They have misuse. They have energy. They have strength. They have readiness to work. सब कुछ है, बट कहाँ यूज कर रहे हो डिस्ट्रक्टिव चैनल्स? So we are here to mold you, guide you, put you in that direction of your own success. And get that guidance from Krishna, from Geeta ji. Help me yourself. Thank you. We stop here. This shloka we didn't chant 6 times. Now we will chant for you all. And remember it. Every shloka is $1,000,000. After this, 2 more are there. The last one. विहाय कामान् सर्वान् पुमांस निःस्पृहः निर्मो निरङ्कार शान्ति गच्छति एषा ब्राह्मी स्थिति प्रार्थनीनां प्रविमुह्यति चित्वा सेवन्तकाल ब्रह्मणो. They are very sublime. I am trying my best to pull down the sublimity of these shlokas suitable to you. Otherwise, these are all the shlokas to be talked to the spiritual seekers who want to realize the Paramatma, who is beyond, behind their own inner personality layers and beyond, behind the seen world of the names and forms. उनके लिए उस भाषा में कहते हैं. बट आपके लिए कोशिश कर रहे हैं किस तरह से गीता के द्वारा आपको इंस्पिरेशन मिले, so that your life is beautiful. And every these things, every thoughts which we made as headings and discussed last 40-45 days were definitely going to help us if we can sincerely understand, genuinely practice. Thank you. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geeta Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच सप्ततितमः श्लोकः 6 times. ॐ आपूर्यमाणमचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी. Again, आपूर्यमाणम् अचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी. Again, आपूर्यमाणमचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी. Next. आपूर्यमाणमचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामाहयं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी. आपूर्यमाणमचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामाहयं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी. आपूर्यमाणमचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामाहयं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी. Thank you. So today, first in our shloka, we learned the shloka for Dhanvantari. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantareye Amrita Kalashastaya Sarvama Vinashnaya Trailokyanataya Sri Mahavishnave Namaha. Then we discuss the common sense thought of how to be with our colleagues, to make it a synergy so that we also grow, they also grow, company also grows. And in Gita, Apuryamanam samudram. Achala samudram. Pratishtam samudram. Apa yada pravishanti yadvatu. Tadvat. In the same way, kamahayam pravishanti sarve. All the temptations enter but never create overpowering effect. Sashantim apnoti. He is the one who maintains the peace. In that peace only, he will be remembering his goal, means, resources, planning, execute and achieve. Not the kamakami, not the fellow who is getting overpowered by even slightest of the hints of the temptations. This is what the Gita thought today. Wish you all the best. Love you, youngsters. Make life beautiful for you is a great opportunity. Life is an opportunity. Every one of them are helping us and looking for our performances, ready to clap when we achieve our success. Look in that way only. Anything other than this type of thinking is appealingly, appearingly flowery, but is destructive. We all studied all that. Yamimam pushpitam vacham pravadanti avipashchitaha vedavadartha parthaha nanyadastiti vadinaha. All the topics are covered. You must listen to these talks more than once, twice, thrice to pakka remember them. So we all grow. We love you. We are with you. You are so precious gems of the youngsters. May all the health be yours. May all the achievements be yours. May all the happinesses be yours. May all the successes be yours. May none disturb you. May none trouble you. May all the divine forces be with you. More than all that, you may be tuned to all of them to keep on receiving those subtle blessings, grosser guidances, and be on the path. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now these everyday classes should inspire us or at least change our attitude towards our Bhagavad Gita Shastra and all our saint sages, other Shastras to the Sanatana Dharma. That they are only universal good करने के लिए है वो. They are not anyway biased or destructive or harmful. Somehow those negatives have entered us, therefore we are not taking the help of guidance of our scriptures and our elders. Change that. As you grow in your age, see to it that the entire your generation and next generation also never misses these precious gems of wisdom culled out from our own Shastras for first outer success, then to serve the world, nation, thirdly, for your own ultimate spiritual evolution. Thanks. Thanks all. Meet tomorrow with our next topic. Two more verses. Second chapter is over. Third one is Karma Yogam. In that also 43 verses. And there also some 10, 12 topics will be there. We discuss. And evening 2 classes, morning 2. Just before this, I had Vishnu Sahasranama also in Telugu. They're all going on. If you feel like they can help others, forward the links, etc. to them. Thank you, children. Love you.